2, 1, 0. Hi, Jim Ziegler, the Alpha Dog, and we got an incredible show for you today. My friend Jennifer Richter from Line5. Now, I visited with these people a couple weeks back, and wait till you see what she's got to talk about today. Before I get started, I'm going to do a little housekeeping to be sure our broadcast today is public. I've got Jennifer standing in the wing. She's in the green room now, powdering up. Okay, hang on 1 second. Be sure this thing gets public. We are public. We are ready to rock. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Jennifer Richter. Now, where are you today?
Hi, I'm in Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, I went down and visited you guys. Was that 6 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Seems like it. Yeah. What a wonderful visit that was. I mean, I got to meet the whole crew and the staff of everybody, and I got to meet you.
Yeah.
People were out there saying, what the heck is Line5? You know, I mean, now I was in F&I most of my career. I know what Line5 is, but explain to them what Line5, the company, is.
Okay, so we're a tool that we offer to the dealers. We provide financing for the F&I products they sell with guaranteed approvals, zero money down, and terms up to 84 months.
Wait a second. The banks are already giving them that, right?
Well, that depends.
The banks might or might not finance the service contract. They might or might not finance the ancillary products on the back of the bank's they might condition the deal.
Yeah, they'll condition the deal.
Well, I knew that. Yeah, I just want to hear you say it. So anyway, say the F&I manager has a deal and the bank says you can't sell anything on the back. You know, you're going to have to sell it, you know, the car by itself, no service contract, no ancillary products. Where does Line5 step in?
Well, that's exactly there. So we're a tool to be used when you're capped, you have a cash deal, or after the initial sale, so you can use it in the service drive.
In the service drive? You mean, I hadn't thought about that. Well, actually I had, but yeah. I hadn't thought about it before I met you guys. So yeah. Basically, say the service writer or somebody in the service drive wants to add a service contract, you know, to an existing customer that qualifies, you'll finance that.
Yeah.
And the consumer makes payments directly to you, and you pay the dealer. Yes,
we fund the dealer in full within 48 hours.
Wow, that is absolutely. I wish I would have had you guys around when I was in F&I. So, how does the dealer use Line5? I mean, what's the mechanics of using Line5?
What's the mechanics of using Line5? Or their benefits?
How do you do it? Do you pick up a telephone? Smoke signals? What?
Well, no. It's a 3-step process that you could use. It's like filling out an application for a credit card. So you fill out a 5-liner, and then we go and pick the products, and then you customize the deal, and then we fund you. It's really very simple.
So Line5 takes a 5-liner.
Yeah.
So it's not like some complicated form where they have to give blood and fingerprints. I mean, it's basically the consumer fills out a 5-liner. How quickly do you approve these things? Is it 2 days, 3 days?
No, it's an instant approval. It's guaranteed approvals. It's zero money down. I mean, term it's up to 84 months, so it's an affordable payment. So it works. People like it.
Wow. So if the bank says this customer is capped, mm-hmm. which that occurs quite a bit, mm-hmm. The finance manager or another manager or the service writer can 5-line to you and receive funding within what period of time?
48 hours.
48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Now you guys are just a little company operating out of a trailer on the back lot, right?
Not exactly.
No?
No, we're in Fort Lauderdale, and then we have our corporate office in Naples.
Okay, so now see, I knew the answer to that. I flew down and visited you guys in that skyscraper in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, got to visit with you and have a couple slices of pizza. You know, yeah, I had a great time. I enjoyed that trip immensely.
Yeah, we learned a lot.
You know, I liked you guys so much that I flew Southwest. You know, I rarely fly in the back of a plane.
Oh, come on.
I don't even know what goes on back there. I fly Delta first class most of the time. I look back there and I see people 3, 4, 6 seats across groveling for peanuts. Look like a prison car. You know?
Wow.
I don't even know what goes on behind that curtain. But, okay. Is Line5 integrated with any of the menu systems?
We are integrated with the providers through Penn and F&I Express, but we are not integrated with menu providers, but we do have the API available for integration. We have a room full of programmers here that can really integrate with anything. They just code all day. So we're ready and waiting to integrate with anyone that would like to.
Okay, so you're just a company that just sprung up like yesterday. I mean, no?
We're about going on, I think 5 years now.
5 years.
But it's 5 years.
You see, I'm intrigued. I was in F&I most of my career. And if I'd have had the ability to have guaranteed financing on back-end products with a 5-liner every time I was capped, and finance managers, in all seriousness, I like to cut up a bit, but in all seriousness, finance managers are being capped more than at any time in history. Because let's face it, a lot of our customers have inverted equity. They're upside down. The banks are looking for equity and they don't have equity, so they're not doing the deal. Mm-hmm. So they're if they approve the deal at all, what they're approving is what you have in the car. And you guys are coming behind that and offering financing on what F&I products do you finance? What don't you finance?
We finance all cancelable products. That's VSCs and ancillary products. We do not do GAP because it's an addendum to the car loan. And we don't do any non-cancelables. Okay,
so you basically don't finance GAP,
mm-hmm.
which I knew the answer to that question, but and because I can understand that. So service contracts, how about tire and wheel protection?
Yes, tire and wheel, ding and dent, key, remote. Prepaid maintenance is a big one.
Yeah, okay. So prepaid maintenance is another item that they can finance through Line5.
Yes.
Which that's another item the service director and the service writers can sell on the drive.
All day. I tell them that all the time to people coming in for an oil change, then upsell them into a prepaid maintenance, and you can do it right in the drive. So they have that opportunity.
I hope a lot of people are listening to this right now, because this is huge to me that we got Line5. Are dealers making any money with this?
Yes. They're making money.
Okay. Without naming the specific dealer, what's a dealer's portfolio look like with you guys? Give me some numbers.
Well, our top 3 dealers, they've been with us since the beginning, and they've written about $6 million worth of contracts. And that makes it about, let me see, maybe 700 products and 350 deals, I believe, or products. Let me see. Double check.
You don't have to be specific, but yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say a whole shitload, but just a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, no. So, I mean, they do that. I mean, usually our dealers usually average around 2 products per deal. There's some dealers that average 3 products per deal. It just depends on how many ancillary products they have to offer. And then you have some dealers that just concentrate on the vehicle service contracts, so it just depends on how the dealership works. But yeah, that's
I'm intrigued. I really am, because when you guys called me out of the blue, and that was about 3 months ago, I frankly had not heard of you. And and I like to keep my thumb right on the pulse of the industry. And and you said you'd like me to come down and speak to your people, and I said okay. And then you said you're going to pay me, and I said, oh, all right. And I came down. I met your staff. I met all of them, and I had a 1-day session where I talked to them about F&I and the things the F&I managers face, and how to better present Line5 LLC. So what about independent dealers?
Independent dealers, we're currently not signing up, but we are working on a new independent program that I'm really excited about. It's a no chargeback program, and I think that they will be, once we launch it, I think everyone will be really excited.
Okay, now, what do you do? Are you doing anything with the data other than Line5 business?
What do you know? What do you
You
mean?
get the customer's information. Are you sharing their information or doing anything with it?
Nothing.
Okay, so you're secured like any other lender. You're basically,
Yes.
you are a lender in effect. I mean, does that make sense?
No, we are absolutely a lender. We're an indirect lender.
Exactly. Well, what are the top finance managers saying about you guys?
Well, they love us because
Well received?
what's that?
Are you generally well received, or are you having to force your way into the dealerships? What's happening?
Well, no, it's just we are well received once they understand the benefits of Line5, because we're not reinventing the wheel. We just kind of added things that filled in the gaps. So we have a lot of proactive measures that we take. So we have an in-house collections department that will try to collect for up to 90 days. And that's a huge big deal, because we don't just cancel with on the customer if they don't pay. We work with them. We'll move their payment date. We'll break up the payment into to anything to keep them in the deal. Okay. We also, once they.
Now, wait a minute, back up just a second. Back up. Okay. You're actually, if a customer tries to cancel a product, you're actually working with the customer to keep them in the deal so that the dealership does not get a chargeback. Right.
We are on the dealer side, and your training helped us understand and how to kind of remind the customer why they bought it in the first place, putting them in the situation of, oh, they're out on the highway somewhere, things like that. All of your little word tracks helped us, and it's really working.
I want to ask you about that. So I spent a whole day with you guys. I mean, it was like a 6-hour training session, classroom, textbook, questions and answers, word tracks. How beneficial was the training I gave you? What parts of it did you guys actually adapt, and get into?
Well, now they really understand the value of how to resell it to the customer, to remind them about what they purchased, why they should keep it, your funny jokes, but they're good points, and they use them, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, do you have $5,000? So you want to just throw away? You're like, no, well, your transmission's going to go, like that whole, all of your sayings and stuff like that. It does work, and then it helps them stay in the deal.
Fantastic.
It really does.
Well, I am really impressed with Line5 LLC. Now, before we get too deep into this broadcast, we'll have like a dozen, 24 viewers on this original broadcast, but when I rebroadcast it, we'll have thousands of people see us.
Okay.
This broadcast has very few live viewers right now, but when I put it up on the other social media and I rebroadcast it on Facebook, we're going to have as many as 4,000, 5,000, 8,000 viewers is what I've traditionally experienced with these broadcasts. So let's get this out there real early. How do they sign up? How do they get in touch with you?
Okay. They could go to our website, line5.com, and they could click become a partner. They could give us a call. Our phone number is 844-775-4635. And we'll be more than happy to set them up with a sales demo and they could learn more.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you that phone number one more time. Shoot.
844-775-4635.
Okay, now looking at the screen, is that the correct website I just put up there?
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, so they can go to www.line5.com or they can call you at 844-775-4635.
That's right.
And they'll get, and you'll give them a demo of the program and explain everything to them. And
yes,
I know a lot of people are going to want upper management to see this thing and hear more about it.
Right. On the website, there's an actual video that they could watch just to get an idea of what we do too.
Fantastic. Well, I fell in love with your company and the people that work there when I made that trip down to Fort Lauderdale. So what kind of support are you giving the dealers? And let's talk about the agents too. Now, how many agents are representing your product?
We have hundreds of agents all over the country, right? As far as the support that we give the dealers, we're always here for them. We're always there for them. We have a chat system. They could call us. They could email us. We're constantly trying to keep their customers in the deal. And that's pretty much it. I mean, everything is.
Well, Alan Eagles shared this broadcast. I'm asking everybody watching this to share this broadcast.
Right.
Send this broadcast all over Facebook. When you and I are done broadcasting today, I will personally share this broadcast in about 10 different places.
Cool.
Wow. Okay. What's the difference? Okay. Hey, hang on.
Okay.
I got a couple notes that I made.
Okay.
What's the average amount that you're seeing over the dealer's portfolio? How much is the average amount that they're getting
in the dealer's portfolio? As far as what the average sale is, around $3,500.
Okay, so in other words, you're funding about $3,500 additional dollars average per deal. That the dealer, and of course, the dealer has a cost factor in that, but that's their service contract and the cancellables, right? Yeah.
Right.
So
if you're looking for like a net PVR, is that what you're trying to get at? Maybe
sort of trying to find out what that might be. About
maybe like 1,300.
That's a good number. Say that number again.
1,300.
Okay, so if a dealer could pick up $1,300 per retail unit or per finance deal above what they're now getting, that's pretty good. Hey, David Duncan and Alan Eagles are aboard, two of my favorite people in the world. And both of them are checking you out right now.
Woo-hoo.
So remember, I said Alan Eagles and David Duncan. These are friends of mine. Be gentle. Yeah. They're checking you out. Okay. Now, we said earlier that the finance managers are reticent and then they become raving fans. I experienced this. A couple of people I know that use your services will frankly tell me, Jim, we were skeptical and all of a sudden we got with Line5 and it exploded. You know, it did well.
Yeah.
So I get that curve that you have is when you come in, there might be some apprehension. All of a sudden, things start to go really well. They start to make a lot of money, and all of a sudden it is just going crazy.
Right. So, I mean, people just don't like change, right? Some people have been burned in the past by other companies, and so they're just scared, to use it. But then maybe one or two people in the dealership will start using it, and they'll start really using it and really making money, and then it kind of spreads like fire that, hey, it really works. And next thing you know, everyone jumps on board, and then the rest is history.
Dave Duncan just asked a question.
Okay.
Does this work on Route 1?
It could work on Route 1 if they would do the API. We're available to integrate with them. So.
Yeah, well, you've got a programming department that'll integrate with anybody that's amenable to integrating, correct?
Right. We'll integrate with anyone. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Because the question is Line5 integrated with the providers?
Right. Well, we're integrated with the providers through the F&I Express and the Providers Exchange Network, PEN. So
F&I Express and who else?
PEN. So it's the Providers Exchange Network. So with those two companies, there are middlemen, if that makes sense. So we send information through them. They speak to the provider for us. Then the provider kicks back the information to them, and then they kick it back to us. So we're really integrated with them.
For those that just joined this broadcast, I'm speaking with Jennifer Richter from Line5 LLC. They finance back-end products that the banks have conditioned that you can't sell. So in other words, if the bank says you can finance this amount, but you can't put any service contracts, any additional products on the back, you can send a 5-line to Line5 and they will approve, and they're averaging like $3,500 a contract. Mm-hmm. They will approve back-end products that the bank or the lender turned down on that deal for equity reasons or whatever. Is that pretty accurate?
Yes.
Okay. Does it go on the buyer's order or is it supplemental? I'm trying to figure out what he means by that.
Well, it's definitely separate from the car. So it's after the car. It's always after the car, So we're not an addendum. It's a separate installment contract, separate loan. So I'm going to say after the fact. It's
a finance dip. We're dipping for finance. I remember back in the old days, we used to down payment dips, but this is basically a legal and ethical additional loan to finance back-end products that the bank refused.
Right.
So, I'm excited about this. I've got a dealership. I'm doing this. Just that simple. Chris Hill says this is another great guest. I mean, you're getting good grades from the audience out there. Are there any states you're not doing business in?
Well, okay. So we're in 41 states, right?
Wait a minute, that's 9 additional.
So I'll take out where we're not, right? So yeah. Louisiana, New York.
You're not in Louisiana.
No. So Louisiana, New York, Massachusetts, Maine, Montana, Nebraska, Rhode Island, South Dakota, and Wyoming. There you go.
Say those again.
Louisiana, Maine, Massachusetts, New York, Montana, Nebraska, Rhode Island, South Dakota, and Wyoming.
Oh, well, right. Rhode Island really doesn't count. Rhode Island is about the size of my backyard.
It's okay. They count.
Do they own cars in Rhode Island?
Stop.
I'm sorry. Rhode Island, I drove through there one time in about 10 minutes. Most of the towns in Rhode Island have the city limit signs on one stick.
Not right.
Small place.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Anyway, what else would you like me to tell the people about Line5?
Well, I think the most important thing is the benefits the dealer gets, like how does Line 5 benefit a dealer? And it's their PVR and their product penetration will go up. The customer will benefit from having their repairs done with no out-of-pocket costs. The service department would benefit from having a happy and returning customer to have their car repaired or maintained. So there you have your retention. And then in the sales department, you have a customer that not only returns to buy their next vehicle, but then they're talking about you to their friends and family. And now their friends and family are going to come and buy from you. So now with Line 5 and the F&I products that the dealer sells, that helps create the relationships that every dealer strives for in today's market. And so those, to me, those are huge benefits, to have us within the dealer.
So anyway, that's Line5 LLC. Your website's on the screen, www.line5.com. Or they can call your phone number. And your phone number is, hang on a second, I misplaced it. What is
it? What is it? It's 844 775. Hold on. 46. Hold on.
Uh-oh, you're having one of those moments.
I am. 4635. There.
Okay, 4635.
Yeah.
You better say that. Say it one more time, very slowly.
844 775 4635.
There you go.
Now, is that supposed to be on the screen?
No, but I could put it on the screen.
Put it on there. Go ahead.
Well, let's see. I have to take down the website to put it up, but I can.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
No, we can do that. Watch this. I know how to operate. I know how to operate this program. I am a high school graduate. You probably thought you were going about. Look at that. 844-775-4635. And are the people from your company watching this broadcast right now?
I'm guessing yes.
Well, those cheapskates need to give you a raise.
All right.
You are a great spokesperson for this company.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Okay, 844-775-4635. Line5LLC.com.
Well, it's no LLC, line5.com. www.line5.com.
Right.
That's it.
And this is Jennifer Liberty Richter. Oh, I didn't have the Liberty in there, I mean.
Right, that's my name.
You got that European flair going there. All right. Well, I've had a lot of fun with this broadcast today. Alan Eagles, just tears are rolling down his face. He lives in New York.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. One of my favorite dealers. Alan Eagles is a super guy, but yeah, when you said no New York, I mean, what's the name? Cortez probably ran you guys out, right?
Who?
What's her name? Alexa Ocasio-Cortez?
Oh,
she ran Amazon out of New York.
Leave her out of it.
I'm having a lot of fun. I love your company. I love what you do. And Dave Duncan says, you do business with the Commonwealth of Virginia?
Yes.
Yes, you do. David Duncan, you need to get in touch with these people. They will help you tremendously. Okay. Justin Edward Lane is already checking you out on the website.
Fabulous.
So yeah, we got people in the sidebar here looking to do business. Chris Hill. So anyway, anything else we need to tell people about before we get off the broadcast?
Anything else? Just that we're here to help. We're very flexible. If somebody has an idea, and they could share it with us, and we could review it, and we could tweak. We live off of feedback, So if we get feedback, we'll respond quickly to it if it makes sense, So we're just a type of company that evolves and is constantly changing and growing and building, and it's all based on our dealer base, on our agent base, and we're just trying to make it work in a good way, for everyone.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm very pleased with the information we got out here today.
Okay.
I think we did really well. I think we explained it quite well. That's the biggest thing. Now my job is to get this thing all over the internet so more people can hear about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Jennifer, you have an incredible week, and I'm going to go ahead and start converting this to MP4 and putting it on LinkedIn and a couple other avenues. And okay, you have a wonderful day.
Thanks, Jim. You too. Bye.